Well, hi, boys and girls. I thought I'd make another 3D movie, but this webcam is, as I mentioned before, it's way out of sync. So I'll talk slow so it will catch up. Are you happy? I'm happy. If I'm happy, you should be happy. If you're unhappy, I'm still happy. I might even be happier. The point is, there's no reason to be sad. I don't care what trials and tribulations you're going through. Get a grip. No one cares about you and your little trials you're going through. There's nothing that you can't do. I'm trying to give to you and to be positive. I'm trying to give you some things to hope for and to live for. Your troubles are nothing. Can you walk? Can you see? You're looking at this video, aren't you? Can't be a total loser. Count your blessings. There's nothing to be sad about, baby. I'm always happy. What's there to be sad about? You got everything going for you. Well, you don't. I do. I've got good looks. I've got a charming personality. I'm hip, baby, hip. You know that. I'm tired of you always being a loser. I know it's true. I know it's true that you've always been a loser. But what can you do about it, huh? You've got to accept that there's winners, like myself, and there's losers like you. There will always be losers. Get used to it, baby. Here, excuse me while I pick my nose here. Oh, boy, that feels good. You were a loser when you were born. Your parents looked at you and they thought, man, what an ugly baby. But I've got to accept it because it's ours. We can't just dump it on someone's doorstep. Well, that'll be against the law. So they had to keep you. And they knew from the beginning it was me, me, me. I'm hungry. I want milk. I want applesauce. Me, 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 me. They knew from the beginning that you were going to drive them completely nuts. Then you went to school. All the schools you went to. Kindergarten. You always had to have more graham crackers than the other kids because you were special. And you had to have a nice clean blanket to lay on every day. You had to sit where you wanted to sit, and you had to do this. People had to cater to you. Kids hated you. Your classmates couldn't stand you. And your teacher, she just put up with you because, your parents paid them to. And there was elementary school, and junior high, and high school. Did you ever wonder why you were always the last to be picked on a team? Because no one wanted to play with you. They knew you were a total asshole. You should have gone in the locker. You should have gone to school, jumped inside your locker, and stayed there for the day. No one wanted to be with you or see you or look at you. Then you graduated, Why do you think you graduated and went from grade to grade every year, huh? wasn't because you were smart. You were quite the opposite. Well, you're an idiot. They graduated you and advanced you from grade to grade because they didn't want to keep you another year. Who would? Look at you. Then you dated a few times. Didn't you think it was a bit odd when your date all of a sudden, half hour after you picked the date up, that she had a stomach ache? She needed to go home? Why? Because she was trying to ditch you. She couldn't stand you. She didn't want to be seen with you. Grow up. Then you got married, and then divorced, and married, and divorced. Didn't it dawn on you that after 4 marriages that, no one wants to live with you? And then your jobs. What did you have? 17 jobs between graduating from high school and getting married? Woo! Did you think it was a bit odd when you had a new job and you went in there at 9 in the morning, and then 12 noon, you went to get lunch, and your boss said, well, can I talk to you for a minute? I've decided that we just can't really afford another person to work here. I'm sorry. Here's $20. I hope it's okay. Didn't it dawn on you that they just didn't like you? There's a surefire way, boys and girls, that people can like you. Money, baby, money! I think you're a loser. I have to admit, I agree with people that you're a loser. You send me a $50 bill, and I'll change my mind about you. I'll tell people that you're really not a loser. You're a pretty nice person. I was wrong about Bill or Sally. They're pretty nice. You send me 100 spot, put your money where your mouth is, and I'll tell you I'm convinced that you're a nice person. You're a very nice person, and they were wrong about you to talk against you, to talk behind your back. But I can't say those things, can I, boys and girls? You haven't sent me anything, have you? You haven't sent me a shirt. You haven't sent me show tickets. You haven't sent me anything, ever. You haven't sent me a $50 bill, have you? How about 100? Have you sent the 100 yet? No! So I can't say that you're a nice person. I have to agree with them. You're a total asshole. Don't you get it? There's winners, like myself, for instance, and then there's losers, like you. Total loser. When you look in the mirror, who do you think's looking back at you? Huh? You're looking at a loser. Grow up. Get a grip on life. If you want to be a winner, stop thinking about yourself. I very rarely think about myself. Stop thinking about yourself. Think about others. What a moron! Life doesn't revolve around you and your little fantasy land. Duh!